Brothers and sisters, a few years after I got saved, I was so on fire for God. I wanted to share my faith with people international. I wanted to go on mission trips. I wanted to do not only feed people or clothe people or hand out Bibles and share my faith and, make a difference in the lives of others. I wanted to be a part of something big, but God, in so many ways, refreshed me and brought me down to reality. And the reality is this: there are so many people within reach that I can be effective in helping and sharing my faith with that need me and that can use my wisdom, my insight, my resources in the United States. Brothers and sisters, I don't care where you live, whether you live in the suburbs, where you live in a hood, if you live in the slums. I don't care where you live. The bottom line is this: truth be told, is that each and every soul is precious to God. Oh, yeah. And each and every soul deserves to live life more abundantly. And if that means that you have to grab the person who is on their way to hell out of a situation that looks ungodly, then God will systematically place you exactly where you will be more effective and be a blessing in their lives. Now, whether you be, like I said, living in an upper echelon or living in a hood or living in a gun-infested area, God will do miraculous things to transform a nation. So stay encouraged. Don't look at your environment or don't think that you can't make any differences. There's a lot of people that I won to Christ locally. Oh, yeah. That literally gave their lives to Christ in my local neighborhood. So brothers and sisters, whether they be abroad, international, or somewhere in your neighborhood, the bottom line is take the call, take the stand. Not only love your neighbor, but love them enough to share the gospel with them. You see, a lot of people get dressed up. You may have neighbors that are looking just as happy as they want to be. Nice car, big house, the whole shebang, the American dream. But I'm telling you the truth. The truth of the matter is more than half, hear me clearly, please, more than half of America is going to hell in a handbasket. I'm going to say it again so that you get the significance of this video. And this video is this: only what you do for God shall last. And if that means that God is pulling on you to talk to that neighbor that you've been avoiding. You see, a lot of people have this misconception. And this misconception is this: just because you say hi to a person, you're loving your neighbor. Oh, no. Sometimes loving your neighbor is loving them enough to rebuke them. Sometimes loving your neighbor enough is loving them enough to not only feed them, but also win them to Christ. You see, brothers and sisters, a lot of people internationally who do these mission trips, oftentimes, and I'm not talking bad about mission trips, hear me clearly, because you could probably be the main one who not only gives to mission trips. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong to sow to mission trips, because years ago I did sow a seed in the life of a child who was, I believe, from Uganda. But the bottom line is this: God will use you where you are to do the most. But if you don't take the call, if you just sit around and don't take the opportunity to talk to your neighbors, to talk to not only, people in church, most of them are saved, brothers and sisters, or most of them think they're saved, but maybe they're not saved. But the bottom line is this: you know when God is pulling on you to do something great. The bottom line is just do it.